In one video we learned our drop 3 chords, then we put them last time into Belle by Jackjohnson, just looking at the form, and now let's look at the rhythm for the song. We want to work with an alternating pattern with our thumb and our fingers. The thumb plays the 6th string exclusively in this song. The fingers play strings 4, 3, and 2. What you'll see is I've got thumbs marked with T's. I've got the fingers marked as these little chords, and then X's are mutes. As you've seen in other songs, Jackjohnson does these percussive little mutes. So a lot of times in an instructional video, the person will just tell you, here's the pattern, learn it. I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown as to how to prepare the pattern. Let's learn one step of it. We'll go thumb on beat 1, fingers on beat 2, followed by thumb. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and. In Jack's pattern, he'll hit another thumb on beat 3 now. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we've got fingers on beat 2, thumb on the and then on 3, fingers again on 3 and. 1, 2, and 3 and. 1, 2, and 3 and. If you haven't learned tons of rhythms and you don't absorb them really quickly, maybe that's all you want right now. You could play through the whole song with that, and that'll make great use of your chords. So that would look like this. Sounds pretty good. He doesn't stop there though. Let's move forward now and add those little percussive clicks he does. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So he just hits the guitar on beat 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Thumb, finger, thumb, thumb, finger, click. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I'm not going to play the entire song and the entire progression every time we advance our rhythm a little bit, but you really could. If you're getting the hang of that, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Play that on each chord. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All the way through the song. That gets us up to here. Thumb, fingers, thumb, thumb, fingers, mute. And he's got 2 basic patterns. One is now he anticipates the next chord with the thumb on the bass. Even though the bass note occurs in the bar of the G major 7 and it's the same G, you can't hit it from this position. You have to be anticipating the G6. So when you hit it, make sure you've jumped into that chord. This would be another step in your progress. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So there I've got the G switched. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. That gets us tied into the next bar on beat 1. So we're always going to have 2 bar patterns. One, basically this pattern. The next, we don't play on beat 1, we play on the and of 2. In this case, we've landed on the G6. We played this bass note on the and of 4 in the previous bar. Then we do our fingers. Just like before, when you do your fingers, do a mute and then a thumb. And 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. Finger, hit, thumb. With the thumb in the previous bar, it's and 2 and 2 and. Let's put them together. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and. That pattern will repeat throughout the song. Every second time it's slightly different. Instead of just hitting a thumb, it'll do a little bit of a chord. We'll look at that on the minor chord. Another thing in your overall pattern is in bar 2, once you've hit that chord, and 2, and 3, and 4, and, he's going to arpeggiate the chord. So we play the chord on the and, click down on 2, thumb up on the and of 2, and then 3 and 4 and will be the arpeggio. And that'll be I, M, A, I. The I is a little hard to think about. You'll come up the chord, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd, 4th. Also notice, it's going to be a D note. It's the open D string every time. He's lifted the chord as he gets ready for the chord change. We've seen this in countless songs where there's an open note played during the change of the arpeggio, giving you that moment to change your chord, to have it in the air while you hit an open string. So here's the pattern on G major. 1, 2, and 3, and click, and that changes chords, fingers. So we get 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and now you can just repeat that on this one pattern. Then we do the same thing on G minor 7. Except it's G minor 7 to G minor 6. 1, 2, and 3, and click. But instead of just a thumb there, play a chord. So you may have to learn that one. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Previously that and was just a bass note. Now it's a whole chord. Otherwise, that second bar is the same. After you hit the chord, you hit it again with your fingers. Get your mute and your thumb on the and your arpeggio, 3 and 4 and, with the open D at the end as you switch chords. So you'd get chord, chord, mute, thumb, 3 and 4, and back to G. So now you can loop those two chords. G major 7 and minor, major, minor, major, minor, major. Then when we do minor again, we'll do it at the 7th fret to the C. So B, written very small here, sorry, at the 7th fret, same chord, minor 7 at the 7. And then chord on C minor. You'll have to get used to moving up a fret when you do that one. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and continue into the C bar. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and there you get your chord. Anticipated, then the chord with just the fingers, the mute, and the thumb. From B, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and. But now, one new thing to know. On that C minor 6, we get our chord, and then we play triplets with your fingers. So when you've hit it, you've hit the chord, again, with the click and the thumb for the and 2 and 3, triplet. So we get and 2 and triplet, and 2 and triplet, A. So B minor then to C, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and we're off to the A minor. One difference when we're on the A now, we're going to go A minor at the 5th fret to A minor 6, just like we did at G. But on the A chords, we always do the thumb instead of the chord on the anticipation. You could ignore that information. In fact, you could ignore the fact that there is a difference between thumb and chord at all. You could play the same thumb in every single transition, or you could play the same chording pattern in every single one. Who's going to care? Who's going to know the difference? The only reason I'm doing it is this is the actual official tab, so you might as well see it. So in this one, we'll do the A minor. When we go to the A minor 6, we don't hit the chord, we hit the thumb only. And we go back to the A minor. Then, the next time we do the A minor, we have to go to the A flat. You may do your bar chord there if you like. G, C. So that's going to be a bit of a leap that you may have to practice for a while. Notice the mute could be accomplished while you're moving. Another A minor. And then you repeat, or the song is finished. So that's the entire song with its correct rhythm. So let's try a slow playthrough here with Jack. There's no count in, so you'll notice I'm going to miss the first chord in terms of timing and just try to catch up with him. And you might have to as well. Maybe you'll be a little more instinctive than I am. I'm going to try this at 80% so you can try playing along after a bit. We'll try one here at full speed.